Welcome people, to this new Let's Play on this channel. We're playing Dragon Age Origins. This game was published in 2009, I believe, by Electronic Arts, and was developed by BioWare. This game is one of my favorites. I've played it multiple times, all the way through, even. Which, you know, that's a rarity for me. But yeah, I've completed this game multiple times. I think this is perhaps the swan song for the old school RPGs, as far as BioWare is concerned. And it hasn't been until, I think, 2015 or something, before we got a new, proper, old-school RPG. Which, you know, that was Pillars of Eternity. But yeah, this is very much in the same vein as Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale and those kind of Infinity Engine games of days long past. So, yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about right now. So let's have a look at the intro cinematic. Why don't we? And I'll shut up for this. Okay, I'll read this. And so the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Thrunides 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Alright, welcome to character creation. Now, this is actually my second attempt of recording this section of the game. I made it all the way to episode 11 before I realized that the first episode did not have my voice in it. And that's kind of a shame, I think. So I'm recording this after the fact, so there's probably going to be some discrepancy in how the character looks and stuff. But we're playing a mage, an elven mage, and there are two things that I wanted to do. First off, I wanted this Let's Play to be sort of a contrast to my Tyranny Let's Play. Tyranny is a very dark game, and it have a tendency to bum you out from time to time when you're forced to make really horrible decisions. So I was thinking this might be a bit more uplifting, although serious in tone. You know, I want to play as a hero. So what is a hero? Well, in this world, there are two kinds of people, quote-unquote, that is pretty much at the bottom of the totem pole. The elves have historically been enslaved to the humans. They've since been given independence, I guess, but they still live in ghettos in the human cities and, you know, often work as servants to the humans and stuff like that. So there's a lot of prejudice against them. And the same can be said for mages. Magic in this game is somewhat of a curse, some would say. Mages draw upon the Fade. The Fade is like the dream world, right? So the mages draw upon the Fade to power their spells. It's their mana, essentially. And by doing so, they might be possessed by demons that inhabit the Fade. Now, this is very much frowned upon because, it's oftentimes if you get the wrong demon inside you, he's gonna wreak havoc, and you know. So they're very feared, and with good reason, by the general populace. So we're getting the I think we're at the top of the oppression Olympics here. You know, an elf and a mage. I wanted my character to be someone who has every justification to sort of be angry at the world and sort of hate the world, and still choose to do good, because that is a hero, right? One who yeah, well, you get the idea. So I'm not gonna muck around too much in here. You have, of course, different presets that you can choose from, but you can also change a whole lot of things. We can get facial tattoos and stuff. Like if you wanted a hawk in our face, there you go. If you wanted a different nose or whatever, right? You can do a lot of things here, so you can pretty much make the character you want. Unfortunately, as an elf, we do not have the ability to grow beards, and I do not approve. And we get to choose the portrait here, down here as well. You can sort of flip it around and get a different background. So, you know, if you're into character creation, I know a lot of people are into character creation and sort of mess around with stuff.
Greetings. I have lost. This weapon does nothing.
Yeah, that works. So yeah, there's a lot of fun to be had here. As for our abilities, well, I think, if I remember correctly, I think I did 20 magic and 18 willpower. Yes. One skill that's going to be very important for us is to get coercion. Coercion, it sounds very nefarious, you know, it's basically persuasion. It can be used for both good and evil. It's not really coercion, right? So, we will need some cunning. At some point, we need a total of 16. We gain a skill point every 4th level, I believe. And we gain another one at level 2, right? So we get level 1, we get and then level 2 we get one, and then at level 6 we get another one, and so on. So we want to be focusing on coercion, and then eventually get improved combat training to get a bonus to mana regen. And from there on, I'm not sure. We may go into herbalism, or I may have a companion do that. We'll see as the Let's Play progresses. And as for spells, I think, well, I did go with lightning. I think I went lightning and shock. No, I went lightning and heal. These are the ones that I started the game with. There's a lot of really good spells, especially in the entropy section down here. I don't think that Thyril, which is the name of this character of ours, is going to be learning much entropy skills. There's a companion that we can recruit later that is much more suited than us to that. So we'll be focusing mostly on the primal school of magic. These are like your fireballs, and you know, the stone fist is a lot of fun, you know, freeze and blizzard and, you know, fun stuff. We may do some spirit, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe some of the anti-magic and dispel magic, that kind of stuff. Maybe some glyphs. I'm not sure yet. And, yeah. And there we go. Okay, so we get to select the difficulty. We're gonna leave that for the next episode. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I should add about this Let's Play before we continue. I don't believe there is. No, at least I can't think of anything. So, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode where we actually do some gameplay. So yeah, stick around for that, and see you then.